Hey, how's it going, guys? Is Ethan back again with another marker drawing. Today, I wasn't inspired by much of anything color-wise. I wanted to kind of just use up a bunch of my markers that I have. A couple of my markers started going bad, so like running out of ink and drying up and stuff. So I decided I'm just gonna try and run through as many of these as I can, so that way I can buy a new set and not feel as bad about having just like a bunch of perfectly okay markers that I'm not using because I have like a new set or whatever. So I definitely wanted to use just all the light colors that I had today. I didn't have too much inspiration behind the shapes. I knew I wanted something blobby. I guess it kind of looks like camouflage as far as like the blob shape pattern goes. I guess it kind of does look like camouflage. Not what I was going for, but that's okay. It looks a little bit different towards the end. But my method for this was to just put color on the page and make sure it was all kind of chunked up and blobby looking, and then I would figure out what to do beyond that later. And I knew I had an idea for a letters design, like a graffiti letters design, but the design itself is more like pen stroke, like calligraphy style, and that is much better in my opinion without any kind of fill if the letters are just lines, or you know, a dark fill-in instead of a crazy colorful fill-in. So I did the background as colorful as possible so that the letters themselves could just be straight up black on top of this. Even here, as I have basically filled the entire canvas at this point, I still don't really know what I want to do beyond this point as far as the elements in the background. So what I do know is that I want to make sure I get the letters down so that I'm not doing a bunch of cool extra details on the background and then just covering it up with black. So I lay down some super rudimentary structures of where the letters are from the design I had in my little notebook there. And then after I kind of got it all situated where I wanted it to, I came in with a real marker and actually filled it in to make it look nice. Yeah, don't you love how it looks like a child just took a crayon and scribbled all over that for that first part? That part makes me laugh every time. Because like, how do you know where the letters are unless you put something down and adjust it? And that first kind of couple of strokes, or the first lines, are always entertaining to me in a spiritual way, I guess, because you know, that's where a lot of people when they're young, they kind of like stop right there. They don't know how to refine or anything like that, so every drawing just looks like a 2-year-old drew it when you started out, and then it, I guess, gradually gets older as you complete it or refine it. And I kind of had a bit of a theme going with the letters here. Every kind of like swoop or block or swish of a letter piece will have one end in a single kind of point not necessarily a point, but like a single like ending, and then the other side of that line will fork or double. So like on the C's, it's kind of hard to see because it's reversed from one or the other, but like the top of the swoop is like a pointy thing, and then at the bottom of the first one, it's got those two little blobs coming out. But anyways, I did that on all the letters, hopefully equally, to make it all kind of cohesive. And then after I got all the black of the letters down so that I was covering up most of the middle, I moved on to getting details and patterns inside of the color blocks that I had just put down. And even as I was doing this, I had no idea what I really wanted to do, but I had an idea of some shapes that I wanted to see, so I just started putting them down in there. And, you know, a couple of them ended up matching what was going on in the letters, which I think helped out making the project a bit more readable and a bit more cohesive. And like sometimes you can literally see me just like staring at this thing, wondering what to do next, because I'll just be looking at it thinking, man, I have no idea what I think would look good. This is you know, just one of those times, I guess. No clue but to do it. Alright, you just gotta put marker down, put color down, and keep going. Because like really all I cared about was the letters. As long as the letters looked good, the rest of it I didn't have a plan for, so it could just look however. Yeah, 2 colors in to the background and I was already super stumped. So I took the idea of what was going on in the blue, where it kind of ended in a rounded swoops, and in the red I just did like the same kind of thing but with edged swoops, you know what I mean? I don't know, I feel like it fit. But around this time, my one and only follower, Jamie, showed up. We had a nice little chat before they, I guess, moved on to do some other things. But it was nice. They're always here. Thank you for always showing up and watching and hanging out with me, Jamie. Thanks. But back to the drawing, I just really pretty much copied the idea from the blue onto the red and changed like one little thing. And the purple idea was kind of like a wavy alternating pattern that ended up looking a lot better than most of the colors I did. I feel like of the color effects I did, I think I liked the purple the second best, the blue the most, and then orange was probably last. I think I did not like, that's not true. When we get to the yellow, you're right here, yeah, the yellow I picked was not my favorite. Picking a dark yellow is always a struggle for me because I don't want the yellow that I pick to remind anybody of mustard or pea, but sometimes that's just how it happens, I guess. Sometimes that's just the way the news goes. But you know, just don't think about it as pea, I guess. Just do your best. Imagine it as lemon yellow or something. Because I definitely don't want to think about pea while I'm making this stuff. And the effects I picked for the green, honestly, they look like plants growing, like little grasses or a cabbage or something. But I thought it was a nice kind of vibe contrast from the rest of it, because everything else just kind of looked like it was on the border of the shape, I guess. And then the green kind of went more into the shape, more into the middle. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't mean anything to you. It meant something to me. Try to put some contrast between the colors so that way it's very interesting to look at. But not too much, obviously. And I didn't really have like a process for picking which color blocks to do. I kind of just went like one by one. Like if I saw one that I thought I could fill in and look nice, then I would do it. But a lot of them I was kind of like hesitant to do until I had done most of the other ones, and I saved like the trickier ones for last. And then here we're just cleaning up the letters themselves. And I definitely wanted to save this for after I colored in all of the background and got all of the background pretty much done around the letters, so that way it wouldn't cause an issue and I could just make the black letter as crisp as I need it to be. Here we go, is the final shot. Thank you very much for watching. Come and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I also make videos on TikTok, and you can buy my merch with all my designs on my Redbubble shop. You can also have me make art for you on my Fiverr page, and come follow me on Twitter to see when I'm posting. Thank you very much. Have a good one. Bye-bye.